but now realise we have to improve the work, life and healthcare of the providers, individual clinicians and staff providing that healthcare. And that's partly why we're here this evening. So I'm just going to hand over to just behind me.
Thank you very much. Brief housekeeping first. Harriet is doing some videoing of this, and there will be photos taken during the event. If you'd rather not be photoed, then please talk to Harriet at some point during the evening. Thank you. I'm Malcolm Torry, the chair of the Louise Tebboth Foundation's trustees, and I'd like to welcome you all to this launch event for the foundation. Special welcome to our invited speakers. There is Lucy Warner, who is the Chief Executive of the Practitioner Health Programme, and Baroness Finley of Llandaff. This is an event that ought not to be happening. Louise was a much loved and respected wife, sister, friend or colleague to some of us here. She struggled, usually successfully, with mental illness, but in the end died by suicide. A terrible tragedy for her, for all who knew her, and for the healthcare profession. If Louise were still alive, there would be no Louise Tebboth Foundation, and you would not be here this evening. And this event ought not to be happening for a second reason. There ought already to be adequate support for healthcare professionals and those bereaved by their deaths. The objects of the Louise Tebboth Foundation are these: the relief of those in need and those in distress by the provision of emotional support to people affected by suicide bereavement, in particular but not exclusively those working in the medical profession. To relieve the mental and physical sickness of doctors and other medical professionals suffering from mental health problems by providing specialised psychiatric support to medics in crisis. Those are the two objects of the Trust. Unfortunately, the necessary support is not universally available, hence the Louise Tebboth Foundation and your presence here this evening. It is a deep privilege to be the chair of the Board of Trustees who have got the foundation this far. I would like to thank them for their wisdom and hard work. Thank you also to the Royal College of General Practitioners, represented this evening by its president and by other members, including Steve Mould, treasurer. Thank you for the loan of this room. Thank you to those organisations with which we are already discussing projects and partnerships. And thank you to our donors and to everyone who will be our donors. And thank you all for giving up part of your evening to be here today. Thank you again to our two speakers. We'll soon be hearing from Lucy Warner, who will be speaking about the need for support for members of the medical profession, and Baroness Finley will speak about the stigma and bereavement that accompany mental illness and suicide. But first of all, we shall be hearing from Gary Marson, Louise's husband. No one knew Louise better, and no one has suffered more from her illness and death. The Louise Foundation is Gary's vision and initiative.